Hello, Aquarius. This is Barta from Roosters Peacock, and I'm going to be doing your August 24th through the 30th general intuitive reading. I hope everybody's doing well. And as the reading gets going, take the pieces and parts and leave the rest. As I was sitting here focusing on your reading before and clearing my brain, I heard the saying, where do we go from here? Okay. Not sure where this is going, but let's go ahead and get right on into it and see. You know what? I think let's just go ahead and get to the heart. Aquarius. Show me Aquarius. All right. Yep. Okay. Whatever area of life that you are looking at, Aquarius, it's where we go from here. Whether you're talking to yourself as, just yourself, or you're talking collectively with other people. Okay, 2 cards that fell, which is interesting, is we've got the 5 of Hearts, divorce, change of heart or feelings, a journey away from or to loved ones. Then we have right next to it the 4 of Hearts, marriage, satisfaction and love, family and relationships. Aquarius, you're not just looking at one picture, whether this is literally between what I call the romantical, which is lovers, marriage. All right. This is also talking about family, friends, lover, just basically people who are in your life, period. And where do we go from here? That's what I heard. All right. So let's see where it's getting into here. I think I keep doing this. You're at a crossroads. All right. This is a crossroads. You're evaluating and at a crossroads, whatever area of life. And you're looking at the whole picture. You're not just looking at just what I call the romantical. You're looking at, and this could involve also family, friends, lovers. You're really looking at the people around you and at the kind of the directions. You may not be verbalizing this, but this is the directions that you can go. It's a crossroads. I'm seeing a T. I'm seeing literally a road with a T in it. Yep. And we got the 5 of Swords. All right. I'm going to tell you right now, you're on a precipice of a decision of some kind, whatever area of life that may be for you. Yes, I got the Sun card, which is a complete yes. All right. And actually, no matter what your decision is, with the 5 of Swords, there's many different meanings in these cards, but intuitively, what I get immediately is with the 5 of Swords, some of you will literally just be gathering what is important to you, and you'll make your decision, and you're going to stick with it one way or the other. Okay, I'm not going to take and say you're going to go one way or the other right this second. You'll know, and it's going to come quite suddenly. Okay, this is like a definitive. I heard the word definitive. It's just literally, Aquarius has been evaluating a lot now. Of course, life's been busy, I'm sure, because you have to focus on your financial as well. But this is literally a decision. You're evaluating 2 different directions, a complete end or satisfaction. All right. No matter what, the 4 of Hearts is literally, the way I see stuff sometimes is it highlights in yellow. And the 4 of Hearts, the whole card is lit up in yellow to me. Marriage, satisfaction and love, family, relationships. That is what you're going to be. You're going to be sitting here making a decision. Yep. You are focused on not just people around you, but what makes Aquarius satisfied in life, whether it's the romantical aspect or it's just how you involve yourself with other people, family, friends, lovers, your acquaintances, however it applies. You're really, literally, I think you're going to be, I don't think so. You're going to be making a decision. And it's going to seem quite sudden, but it's not sudden whatsoever, because this is something you've been rolling around in your head. And some of you may have just been kind of just going with it for a while. Nope. The writing's on the wall is the message I have for you. For some of you, this could be about where there's imbalance in some kind of relationship, whether it's family, friends, lovers. You're going to be making a definitive decision. That's what I feel. And it's going to be, and there's nothing wrong with it, especially because I'm not feeling that this is going to be like an Aquarius who is sitting here thinking selfishly about themselves. This is actually, they may have been a little bit too giving is what I feel. Whatever the situation may be to you, Yep. Yep. Crossroads. You're not going to be at that crossroads for very long. Not at all. Yep. Patience. And for some of you, the card right here I got is patience. But it's not what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing the sand. I'm seeing the hourglass. And it's kind of like you're evaluating where you are right now in life and where you want to see what's the best road for you. Okay? Whatever decision that is for you. You're going to get it, and you're going to get it quick. And I don't think you're going to be messing around. You're not going to be messing around with action. No, you're going to be taking action on this. It's going to be quite quick, actually. Yep. But you're really evaluating. What else we got here? Yep. We've got the challenge card. And on the challenge card, it shows a man that's standing at the top of a peak of what looks like a mountain. It's been a long road. And for some of you, may be feeling like you're standing alone. But to me, instantly right here is, I think, Aquarius, you guys, no matter what your aspect is or no matter what's going on with you, you're going to be looking at as a challenge. You're no longer going to be, it may have been challenging situations, but you are choosing, I'm going to tell you right now, you are choosing the path that is going to be like, okay, let's take on this challenge, life, let's explore, let's live life to our fullest. That is where you're going with this. So if you're feeling this week that you feel like you're at a crossroads and you can't quite figure out, you may not be sure, take the time to evaluate. Take the time to really kind of, that's it. Take the time to evaluate, because it's going to be almost like an aha moment that yes, this has many meanings, but this to me is a definitive yes. In my head, I'm seeing the word yes, huge, written all over. Okay? You will take the correct path that's for you. That's what I feel. Right here with the 5 of Swords, there was a card that fell face down. This is something you're not talking about, something that you can't see. Or something you're leaving behind. All right. So we've got the surprise, which also, there's a letter right here, a message. Okay. This is definitely going to hit the Aquarius, that it feels like almost getting, I almost want to say sideswiped, but this is something that you already kind of have a clue. I don't want to say that a sideswipe. There's a message that comes in that surprises you, where something has been feeling like it's just kind of taken away, or you just have to gather what you can. And it definitely, with the 5 of Swords, there's many different meanings to it, but it feels like it's just kind of like, that's probably why the crossroads feels there. You're going to have to make a decision, and you know it. That's what it feels like to me. You will make the correct decision, 100%. And actually, it's going to lead to a much, much more fulfilling, feeling more fulfilled. And if you've been sitting around, I'm not going to say you're sitting around, but if you've been in any kind of situations whatsoever where it's just kind of like you're just going through the daily, you're about to have it to where your life opens up and actually you start feeling like you're living. That's what it feels like to me. Yep. Stop, look, and listen, and really pay attention to your environment this week. We do have the full moon, the Sturgis moon that's coming up. And I almost feel, I'm seeing the moon in my head, but it's very bright in my head. I'm seeing this where the moon is very illuminating. There's, if there's anything that's been hidden or kind of shadowy, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be illuminated. It will come to the surface. And that does include with you. So if anything's been hidden, it will come to the surface. If it's somebody else, it's false. Falsehoods. Okay, false. If this, that's it. If something feels false, or it doesn't feel like it's you, it's going to show itself this week, 100%. But I see the crossroads. Yep. For a hot moment, you may feel very vulnerable. But also with the baby buggy right there, that's also you evaluating new beginning too. And there's nothing wrong with new beginnings. We got the card frustration. Do you look for situations this week? Well, I'm not going to say look for it. Because if you start saying look for something, then that's when you start finding stuff, that may not be there. That's not what I'm saying. This is going to hit the Aquarius that it is obvious. It's the rose-colored glasses, I think, have been off for quite a long time. But this, I'm not seeing the Hanged Man here. Frustration. There may be situations that really frustrate you. What can this be about? We've got deception. And it shows me man and woman. and they're both wearing masks. I don't think those masks are going to be on there for very long, whether this is family, friends, lovers, acquaintances. No, Aquarius, you are not going to be sitting there. No, no, no. Excuse me. You're focused on your talent. All right. That's what you need to be focused on. We've got fame. What sticks out to me is the sunglasses. You know, my son, you ever seen that movie, Big Daddy, I think it is? Well, before that movie came out, my son was kind of shy, so I gave him a pair of glasses that actually looked just like that. I used to wear them all the time, and I tell him, okay, so you put the glasses on, and nobody can see you. I wasn't lying. I said, they can kind of see you, but they can't see you. And that's when I told him that, I told him that your eyes are the window to your soul. So you're still hidden. All right. This right here around the situation, this is a cross between right here. This is where that aspect of whatever the situation is. And for some reason I'm hearing as well, it could also be about jobs, but this is really at the heart of the situation where love is in family, friends, lovers, acquaintances. Anyway, with this one, this is where that crossroad is. You're going to continue. There's some kind of deception. People just continually wearing masks just to be polite or not be polite, just going through the works of it, however that applies. And then we've got this one right here. Okay. Not being seen. That's the message right there. You'll be Aquarius. Aquarius is not going to sit and settle in any situation where they're just not being seen for their talents and what they bring to the table. That's what I feel. Yep. For some, it can involve heartbreak and loss. All right. I think this is two spectrum. You're really thinking stuff out. That's one spectrum. You're evaluating how stuff has been before. We've got the lovers and we've got wealth. And here's your judgment. Knew there was going to be a judgment in there. All right. You're there. You're there. All right. So this week is the messages. You don't need to rush this week to make that judgment. But you are sitting on the precipice. Okay. If this judgment comes, you will make the correct judgment. Here's your message, Aquarius. If you've been sitting here at a tough cycle, the message is the end of a tough cycle approaches. Capricorn. It can involve a Capricorn, or it can involve Capricorn season. I'm telling you, you're overcoming great hurdles. All right, Aquarius, until next week, bye for now.